It is Infertility Awareness Week, and the whole idea is to spread awareness and share stories and solutions as a number of couples are struggling to get pregnant, and yet it still seems to be a question that everybody gets asked at a certain age. When are you going to start a family? So here to talk about some of it is our ABC 15 Health Insider, Dr. Shad Marbasti. Good morning.
Good morning, Noelani.
So let's talk a little bit about facts, because a growing number of couples, men and women, do struggle with infertility.
Absolutely. First, let's just define what is infertility. Infertility is really defined as trying to get pregnant after 1 year, basically not being able to do so. And it's actually more common than you think. About 1 in 5 couples, actually about close to 20%, are unable to get pregnant after 1 year of trying. And so it's very common. So it's about 9% of men, 10% of women. So it's pretty even in terms of there's been challenges with both women and men.
We struggled with infertility. It took us a good 2 years to conceive our son. And the more that I talked to people, the more I realized that there were people around me who shared this issue. But on that note, we have come a long way in medical advancements and ways to help aid the process of getting pregnant.
Absolutely. We have some great advances. The specialists in reproductive health, there's a number of things they can do depending on what your particular issue with fertility is, whether or not as a man, there's a problem with sperm count or the activity of your sperm, or as a woman, maybe you don't have as many eggs, or there's just a problem with the eggs that you have. So there's things like different hormonal therapies that can be done. There's in vitro fertilization. Obviously, couples can also do surrogate pregnancies where they use a sperm from a sperm donor. So there's actually a number of options, and it really depends on your preferences, your values, and also your biological kind of circumstances in terms of what's going on and what challenges you're having with fertility.
Which is actually pretty hopeful for a lot of couples as well. I know for myself, though, in addition to the treatments that we were doing, I was put on a gang of vitamins and kind of had to rework my whole diet. And of course, when you're in it, you're trying to do as much as possible to help the process. So are there some lifestyle changes that people can be making in addition to medical intervention that might help aid their efforts?
Absolutely. So lifestyle factors can actually have a huge impact on fertility. A number of areas, including nutrition, our diet, weight, how physically active we are, physical and psychological stress, environmental and occupational exposures. Excessive use of alcohol can impair fertility. Having uncontrolled high blood pressure can impact that. So, making sure that you're eating optimally, more anti-inflammatory rich, antioxidant rich foods like plants, getting enough exercise, getting enough sleep. Also, most of us are sleep deprived. That can also impact fertility. And then that can also impact our stress levels, staying hydrated. So all of these factors, actually, when you consult an expert in the field, they'll be able to review all of that and kind of see what factors are involved in your particular case. But in general, you can't go wrong with fertility or any health issue by getting enough sleep, getting enough water, exercising, and eating a healthy diet.
A little bit of guidance can go a long way with this. So we really appreciate it. And if you have topics that you would like us to address, you can always email us, healthinsider@abc15.com. Dr. Shad, thanks as always for the insight.
Thank you.